Yeah, same
You
situation.
get a lot of
over
families
here.
there.
Yeah, same situation. Holiday time museums are one of the first places people like to go to. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Fire Emblem, the Darius the Conqueror live stream. I was about to say Black Dragon. I was like, no, we already covered that one. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Armory, thank you so much for following before the stream started. I very, very much appreciate it. Mwah! And also, once again, Zane is here to help out with the stream because he made the game and all that jazz. So big thank you to him.
And thank you for playing it, as always. Armory, hello. It's good to see you, my dude.
Yeah. Alright, so last time we left off, we defeated the Wyverns. Thank you for the stream streak, Galcian. So we defeated the Wyverns, then we defeated the Hordes of the Undead, and now we're going to stock up on shit, apparently. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's an interlude.
An interlude, aka a shopping chapter,
Yeah.
which... These interlude chapters, they kind of... This one is kind of just a case of... It was a transition between story beats that I kind of felt was necessary. Because otherwise, the starting cutscene for the next chapter would have been a little bloated.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm doing well, Arata. Just, you know, working on projects and all that jazz and this, that, and the other. And yeah, otherwise doing well.
I'm doing well, too. Today was my second day working at the local natural history museum.
Apparently there's a bird.
As I was told.
You know, I hope Lady Helen and Darius get along, end up getting along well, because when I think of Darius, because you have the sword, I think Ashnod. When Ashnod had a wife, it didn't end well.
Well, I mean, I won't spoil.
No, we'll see for myself. I'll see for myself.
But I will say that you can rest assured that Darius and her will get along.
Yes.
I talked about in previous streams how the concept for Darius was basically less evil Ashnar, but that was more in terms of like his physical appearance.
Yes, I see what you mean. Not so much his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a little bit of, you know, Ashnard's character, in the sense that Darius also wants to unite the continent. It's just he's not insane.
Yeah, well, Omri, there's a first time for everything. Well, yeah, Ashnod, the other thing, Ashnod was called the Mad King, and then Gangrel's like, no, I'm the Mad King, and Ashnod's like, no, you're fucking not. I had that title first, and I'm the better of us.
It's like that
Giggle video.
That it's like the Giga video, the SAO in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm the Black Swordsman.
No, you're fucking not. Good to see you, Fire Falco. Oh, well, I hope the final stretch of Shadow Dragon goes well for you, because no one's a Black Swordsman aside from Guts. Guts has earned that title, and he gets to keep it.
Yeah, Fire Falco, I hope you aren't too bothered by the endgame, because I will say that I hated Shadow Dragon's endgame.
I know that on, like, thingy runs, you have to do this thing where one of your units gets killed, but then you use the thing to revive them, and that's how you use it to beat Medeus on, like, the hardest difficulty. Like, they have to die, and you have to revive them. It's a weird stipulation. But remember, this is on the...
Which is really silly.
It is, but this is on the highest difficulty. And when it comes to highest difficulty, Fire Emblem just says, fuck everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
arguably even with this hack.
Yeah.
Arguably even with this hack.
I mean, I've only... Wait, oh yeah, it does have a hard mode. I just haven't, like, yeah. I'm playing on normal. I mean, the only one which doesn't say fuck everything is Sacred Stones, because that game is easy no matter what difficulty you play it on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Watch out if someone makes a random ass hack of Sacred Stones and it ends up being the hardest thing ever.
Oh, there are plenty of, like, Sacred Stones rebalancing hacks.
Mm-hmm. Does it make Erica better? No. Fuck! Can never fucking win!
I remember my friend Zappy, he's started messing around with FE Builder, the program I use to make these ROM hacks, and he uploaded a video where it was just basically him putting in a remix of a couple songs, and someone commented, "Oh, this is the the road to the inevitable FE8 rebalance hack that Zappy's gonna do, and Zappy said, "I would rather, I would rather eat sandpaper than do that."
Yeah. Oh, okay, Omri. Have you played the rebalances? Because I haven't heard of many any. The only major rebalance I know is Project Ember. But to be fair, that's for a very, very unbalanced game. Sacred Stones is easy, but it's not horribly unbalanced, unlike Binding Blade, which is hard but horribly unbalanced.
Yeah, Armory actually does Let's Plays of Fire Emblem ROM hacks on his YouTube channel.
Sweet stuff. Does he want to link it? If you want to, Armory, feel free to link it. So now we're in the town. We're gonna buy shit! Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder how people would rebalance Sacred Stones, because the main thing is just like, I guess because the enemies are just really damn weak. And obviously Seth being ridiculously overpowered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that means you'd have to buff some units, because some of them are very weak. Especially if you buff the enemies, then those units are going to become... Oh my god, could you imagine the trainee units with buffed enemies, and you keep their stats the same? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. F that noise.
Yeah. Then again, rebalancing is harder than it looks. It's not just a case of making things stronger, because you've got to consider all the things. Remember, some units are good and bad, and some enemies are strong and weak. You've got to know which ones to balance and which ones not to balance, as well as maybe change the dynamic of the game, because remember, sometimes the balancing isn't about stats, it's about class utility and stuff like that. The growth rates aren't the problem, it's the bases and the fact that she's weapon locked. Again, the growths aren't really the issue. The Lyn was the same problem. Her growths aren't the issue. 40% strength growth is not that bad, all things considered. You know, it's just a little bit below average, which is perfectly fine. The problem is her low base strength, and her class is really bad for the game. Again, growths, when it comes to balancing a unit, growth should not be a top priority, because growths are random at the end of the day. They're not fixed value.
Yeah.
That's why with Binding Blade hard mode, I don't think many growths would change. I think it was just mostly buffing a lot of bases and weapons. Ah, good to see you,
I think
Joel.
they did. I think
Sorry,
they did
give...
They did rework some growth rates slightly, I think.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a major overhaul or anything, unlike, you know, a lot of their bases.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we're not fighting anybody.
I love Oratorius at the end of that cutscene. Polonius says, "Oh, Darius and Helen sure are good friends." But
friends.
And Oratorius is like, "Yes, friends."
Yeah. Is there anyone I should specifically deploy for this?
Let me see.
Oh, well, that's the thing, Firefire Pro. Elysian Whips are a DLC thing, because they're, the whole thing was that Falcon Knights are like a DLC class. Shout out in New Mystery, they're more easily available, but it was DLC, because Falcon Knights were never a part of the original Fire Emblem's design. Anyway, you were saying, Zin?
I was saying, Persephone and Lysander have a talk conversation, and Darius has a few people he has to talk to. Beyond that, I would just bring whoever you want to train up at the arena.
Oh, arena! Okay, there's an arena now. In which case, I usually like to bring people who are close to leveling up to the arena, as opposed to, like, you know, if they're 50% or higher on the EXP bit. Well, when I say 50%, I mean 50 EXP points. Also, I'm going to bring, does the map have a turn limit?
It's 10 turns.
Okay, that's plenty. Obviously, bring you just in case for healing.
There's also a few houses to visit, and the northmost house is probably the most important one.
Okay, well, first of all, Grima, your thing is completely invalid, because, like, Sacred Stones might be easy, yes, but the grinding is not something you factor in when judging a unit's performance. So, while it is easier, and Erica is better than Limp, it's not because of grinding, it's because she's in the game which better favors swords, and she has perfect availability from the start. Because again, build-wise, they're practically the same. It's just that she gets a mounted unit and she's in an easier game. But the grinding, you can't factor that in. Don't ever factor in grinding or like stat boosters when it comes to how good a unit's performance is.
Also, Matt, to To answer your question, her name is Helen, and they are a pairing, even if you don't get them to A support.
Okay, they're fixed pairing, like Pen and Louise.
Pretty much.
Sweet. Alright, so there's the arena. There's the houses.
Tackle. Tackle's asking if the caps are on the mid-20s to 30. If you're talking about... if you're talking about the second-tier class caps, yes, it ranges from the 20... Stats range from the 20s to 30, depending on the class.
Got it.
And as for the promotional gains are edited from vanilla.
Right, who needs what in terms of thing? Because I've got a defense ring, but who actually needs like defense? Who's taking damage? And who's got like utility thingies to spare at the same time? I'm just wondering because again I have all these things, but you know what? You need a defense ring actually.
You're also gonna want to sell that.
Beats me. Why is it called Blazing Sword? Probably because the game has a blazing sword in it. Whether or not the game is designed around that, that's just pure coincidence.
Well, keep in mind that it's in English localization. It's not actually called Blazing Sword.
Blazing Blade, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just that's what the Japanese title is. It's in English. It's just Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Right. I swear, I know I have other items. We can put that away. Right. So we've got a couple of stat boosters and promotion items, but again, we're going to wait on those. And we've got some spirit dust. We've got strength ring, resist ring. I'm going to probably give you the resist ring, because, again, if I'm tanking, that's a good chance I'm going to be hit by a mage.
Fire Falco, this is not a combat chapter, so there's no bonuses for keeping civilians alive, because there's no need to keep them alive.
Well, if you, again, it'd be weird if you ended up killing them. It's like, oh, you're dead now, huh?
Yeah.
Strength boost. You can use the strength boost actually.
I admittedly don't have any real instance where I had a thing where you get bonuses for keeping green units alive, because admittedly that's a bit complicated to program even in FE Builder.
Okay. God, then Tellius must be terrifying when you go program bonus XP. Well, I've been nothing. We're just sorting out the armory. That's all. The thing is, what do I actually need to buy? Because I think I'm pretty good, all things considered.
I mean, it's entirely up to you.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Maybe some fancy weapons. I'll see if they've got some nice fancy weapons. Or some fancy staffs. Because I'm pretty good on, like, the regular stuff.
You can hover over on the
map
screen. You can hover over the shops and press A on them, and you'll be able to see what items they sell.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't need a wing spear. It's like, why do you need a wing spear? I have a fucking bow. It's a little redundant, because that's a little redundant. Can you say redundant? So wait, I'm hovering over them. So what do? You just
You just press A.
Okay. Oh, of course. Wrong button. Oh, they got some nice fire. And they got air caliber, so that's probably something I want. And that's 1 to 3 range. Yeah, 2 to 3 range. Oh, what the fuck? That's a stronger light tone, but we don't have anyone who can use light magic at the moment. Those are fine. Unlock. That might be useful, because in just in case I don't have a key. So yeah, unlock stuff. I'll probably buy a second restore, because restore and barrier would be quite... Barrier's a bit expensive, though. Right, so, I'll probably buy some tones.
I'm a little surprised that the barrier staff is that expensive.
I mean, having good res in this game, it definitely counts.
I did edit a lot of prices on items, because I edited the amount of durability that certain weapons have, particularly armor, particularly iron and iron equivalent items. They tend to have 50
durability.
That's just a thing I borrowed from Radiant Dawn.
Yeah. So we got conversations, but first I'm gonna go buy some stuffs. We got no silver card at the moment, so yeah. So let me see about this one. That's just strong ice, man. That's just stronger magic. That's air caliber.
I'm starting to realize just how many anti-flyer things that I put into this.
Yeah. Hey man, those flying units can be dangerous, especially because it's not just regular classes, you know, the demons too. So yeah, again, this map won't be just thingamajig. We've got an arena to do. I'm curious, is there anything up here?
There are houses to visit.
Okay, fair enough.
And there's also that NPC that's right above the arena Darius can talk to.
Right above the arena, gotcha.
Yeah, so I can't point. And that thief also is talked to-able by Darius.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Talk to-able. It's been a long day, damn it.
Matt, I would not know the first thing about adding a morality system to a hack like this.
Yeah.
I will admit, my expertise and skills with FE Builder are what I would call intermediate. I don't know how to like edit code to make custom skills or anything like that. So
it's more so you work within the confines of the engine.
Yeah. I did have plans at one point to make a Fire Emblem like game that had a morality system, but it's like I feel like the way I was planning to go about it was a little convoluted. Convoluted.
Yeah.
Talk today. Yeah.
It happens. Again, just coding that stuff isn't easy, especially when morality is a very subjective thing, and then how you're going to incorporate that into the game based on your own bias and interpretation of morality would be and how that also flows with not just the game's story, but also how that is implemented as a gameplay mechanic.
Exactly.
It's like, obviously, games like Telltale, they're built around, conversations and characters reacting based on that. But as a result, they don't have much gameplay. They're just point-and-click adventures because there's so much focus on narrative aspects and how they impact the actual gameplay. But with a game like Fire Emblem, which is more so gameplay focused, it still has a good balance of story. You gotta understand that not everything narratively. Some elements have to be scrapped in order to not compromise the gameplay. You want a good example? FE4 Chapter 4. For the sake of a cutscene, the game just completely blocks you off from playing for a bit, just so the cutscene can play, just so the in-game thing can play out, and it really hurts the chapter. That's what happens when you don't compromise too much. Good to see you, Glenn. So obviously, Helen's having a lovely old time. I don't usually get to go outside.
Yep.
FE4 Chapter 4. Yep, that's the one in the snow. The one with Lewin and stuff like that, where the Pegasus Knights have one hell of a kerfuffle.
I wish I could comment, but I have yet to play Genealogy. Maybe one day.
One day. Maybe when it becomes a remake and it's easier to access and easier to play. Hey, Silver, good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah. I wouldn't blame you. Sorry.
I was gonna say I plan on if Genealogy does get a remake, I plan on playing the original first before I touch it.
Now you said there was a thief you could talk to? Oh right, I see.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll make our way there. But first things first, we got to let's go this way.
The inn is not visitable.
Ah, it looked like it, but okay, fair enough. Hey, you live and learn. Anyway, right, so what we're going to do now is take a quick break, then when we come back, we're going to start the arena. Hopefully it won't... Because arenas can be really funny in Fire Emblem. They'll either be a piss easy challenge, or they will fuck your shit up. I remember in Binding Blade, there's this one sword master with a silver sword who is so deadly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're potentially even more meme-worthy here because of the skill system. Because, speaking from experience, the skill system interacts with arenas very poorly. Skills can really screw you over. Like, you think Swordmasters are bad in vanilla. In this hack, Swordmasters have Vantage, and that shit will go off mid-arena battle.
Ay, ay, ay.
It is really fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah, those stupid things. So, I would do just that. So, we'll have these two discuss and see how it goes. I mean, I think people would play Genealogy if they ported it. Even if it wasn't just if they did the Shadow Dragon treatment, where they just made it available for people to play, I think a lot of people would play it, whether or not they'd like it. I think it would also shatter a lot of dreams, because everyone goes, Genealogy's so great, and it's like, love Sigurd just because the heroes in the engaged, and they play it, I don't like this game.
I could believe that.
Again, I have no doubt Genealogy will do well, but I don't think the fanbase is ready for it. Because I've been saying, it depends. Like, obviously, a remake can change gameplay to make it much more accessible, and they can, obviously flesh out the characters more. But I think if a lot of fans played vanilla Genealogy, I think a good chunk of them will be disappointed because the game has been hyped up a bit too much. Not that it's bad, I still think it's an excellent game, but I think the fan base has overhyped it a bit too much, so when they do play it might not be what they were expecting. And secondly, I also don't think a lot of heavy fans are ready for the dark subject matter that Genealogy does, because unlike Three Houses, which was dark but very morally grey, and you got to see a full perspective even though some people didn't bother, Genealogy, while there is moral grey, it's also very not only is it extremely dark, it's one of those ones where the scumbags are on a whole new level of scummy. Like, we're talking, here's the thing, those who Sliver were like evil, but these people are legitimate, like, you gotta be, like, they kind of make you vomit, because how evil and disgusting they are. Yeah. And
you're making me laugh, because...
No, it's in a good way. It really makes the whole world of Genealogy and like the tension feel great. It really makes you hate these people, which is good. And it's also like a nice reflection of how awful the nobility can be, because they really can. Not only that, but it makes Arvis's action all the more, impactful. Genealogy stays with you because it's so dark and all that jazz. At the same time, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. When Genealogy comes out, everyone who talked Elder God owes her an apology because you're not ready for Arvis. Mm-hmm. Elder God's so evil, she started a war. Arvis literally murders everybody. We're sorry, Elder God.
It's funny because hearing you talk about the way that some villains make you want to vomit.
Yeah.
There's some stuff later on in this where without getting into spoilers, you'll probably feel the same way about the villains I've written.
Well, that's not a problem. Again, if a villain makes you want to vomit, but for the right reasons, that's fine. Because again, there's some villains I adore in terms of how much I fucking despise them.
Oh yeah, no. Like, one of the reasons I love Radiant Dawn so much is so many of the villains are just completely punchable. Well,
Jared's a massive dickhead. Lacane is Trump.
He basically is, yeah.
Yeah, and like, a lot of the villains are like just, Fire Emblem's had that for a while. Yeah, I love the Fire Emblem villains that are more complex, but sometimes they have ones where just like, what, fuck these people. But again, some villains are meant to be that. Some villains are like, fuck these people. You can have a scummy villain, but as long as they serve the plot and, they add, and they add to the stakes, that's good. You can have absolute dickheads. Right, anyway, let's see how this arena goes. Brigand! Okay, this is in our favor. Oh, can we get an F for the Brigand?
Classic 0% hit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a different thing, Gaussian. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's one down. Let me rescue you out of the way. But again, I'm only saying it from my perspective of Genealogy. I could be completely wrong when people actually play it, but play it for yourself and see how it is. I think that's the best way to sum up. Just play it for yourself and see how it is. Alright, here we go. It's Myrmidon. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, we've got way better damage. He's just, yeah. If we can land 2 hits, we're good. We got one.
Unfortunately, he doubles.
Yeah, he doubles, but again, if I can land this next hit, I'm good.
Drum roll, please.
Wait, Vantage. Success! We got it. 1 HP left. Fucking hell, that's clutch as shit.
Yeah. I told you.
Yeah, the arena, yeah. Hey, we won. We did win. What's the thing? Arvis he is despicable, but he's also interesting in his complexities. He's not like one of those like completely irredeemable people. He's just more so. He's really fascinating because he's very clever of how he goes about things. And the game does show that for a while, Arvis was a great emperor. He's more so the results justify the means person. Kind of like, like Yagami in a sense. Where, yes, they're awful people, but there's a certain charm to what they do in terms of you're fascinated in how they conduct themselves. And also, what they do does have some benefit, even though morally, it's fucked up. It's one of those things. Like, Arvis isn't, like, cackling like a bit irredeemable, just that more so he makes a big play, and in the end, he, like, especially because what he does to you is what's so awful. He kills your entire party. But at the same time, your party is made out to be kind of like villains-ish. And it goes into one of the things I like about Sigurd. Because he's an idealistic hero. But that ends up biting him in the ass because, like, he goes out of his way to, like, save nations, stuff like that. But because of that, he oversteps certain political borders and breaks laws in his attempt to save people. So again, his heart's in the right place, but society and politics fuck him in the ass. How awful. It's like, I was killed for doing the right thing, basically. Oh, it's a civilian.
It reminds me of Ned Stark from
the
Game of Thrones books.
Yeah. Being killed for doing the right thing. It's really, really tragic.
Well, it's also just Ned Stark was in a case where he just couldn't navigate the politics of the
world around
the royal city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, most sovereign lady, good to see you. Yoodles indeed. Yeah. But yeah, again, play Genealogy for yourself and interpret it the way you want to interpret it. But also, I think people might be disappointed because despite Genealogy being very story-focused, it's still an early Fire Emblem game and a SNES RPG. There's only so much story and character they put forth. But remember, there ain't no supports in this game. Hey, there ain't no supports in this bitch. Alright, so I should... Yeah, if I one more fight and I'll be good. Right, let me fully restore myself. Yeah, don't remember, if you go into arena with not full HP, you're gonna fight with not full HP. I made that mistake once, never again. It's like, oh no, it will fully restock. Nope.
Yeah, to be honest, if and when I do make this project into an actual game, I probably wouldn't have arenas. I would handle like extra EXP in a completely different way.
Yeah, but obviously you're just restricted to the Fire Emblem engine right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, well, I fought a woman and I won.
Yeah. Well, there are tools to actually make like a proper open world. I know that there's a hack called Sacred Echoes, which basically it's Fire Emblem Echoes on the FEGBA engine, cool. And I think it is much better than the vanilla version, which is
cool.
Is not saying much because I think it's just only okay, but it had a custom world map edited from vanilla GBA.
Okay, can I not... Oh, I can reposition him, but I was gonna say, can I not pick up this dude? Fucking hell. Anyway.
I think he has like 16 con.
He's a chunky monkey.
Pollux is over 7 feet tall.
He's a chunky monkey. Yeah, but also, I figured maybe the centaurs could get him. Yeah. But nah, man, dude's a chunky monkey. It's funny because there's an actual chunky monkey in terms of Chunky Kong. Oh, I'm against a druid.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Oh boy.
Excuse me.
It's fun. Oh god, I still remember when in the Mario movie, you saw that thing when Mario was fighting Donkey Kong. You actually saw Dixie, Diddy, and Chunky Kong.
That was so good.
When the DK rap started playing, I was like, oh fuck yeah, baby.
I know. That movie is basically just pure fan service, but I feel
works.
like that it's kind of all it needed to be.
Yeah, also, Moon, good to see you. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, it was more about the charm of the thing, because Mario plots have always been simple and stupid. Well, it's simple and very, very light. So a movie based on that, there's not much you could do, so might as well make the movie fun, charming, while at the same time showing the characters in a really good light. Bowser was excellent, Mario and Luigi had really good chemistry, Peach was cool, and, you know, stuff like that. Not to mention the animation was fucking gorgeous. So, you know, sometimes, you know, Mario was always meant to be fun. Unless it's an RPG, Mario's never meant to be complex. I wasn't expecting this movie to be anything complex. Granted, they could have done a bit more, but I think for a first try, especially for a movie that was obviously trying to play it safe, I think they did pretty good. That's why it was I think it's the highest grossing animated film of all time now.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think that Illumination seems to at least be trying to do a redemption arc, because they're the only one of the major animation studios that has a hard no stance on AI in any of their projects.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because it's funny, because obviously people weren't exactly fond of Illumination due to their Minions films and so on, and Despicable Me and this, that, and the other.
I think that they actually had, this.
Somehow I got into the game again. Again, motherfucker, where are my residuals?
This, my friend, is just the tip of the iceberg. But I mean, you know how deep it goes.
I'll be late for my stream. Dude, that's meta as shit!
I'm not usually a fan of meta humor, but I couldn't resist.
Damn. Because... yeah. Oh, it's the time to make in a Brit.
Yes, this is my in joke with I did this for Black Dragon as well when I had the Blazing Knight character Cameo, is that he talks like this incredibly overly grandiloquent like Old English.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Green. But I didn't make this sprite, and neither did Zane. Somebody else did. But I appreciate that people made sprites and fan art of me. You know, I've actually still got all the fan art stuff that I've been sent over the years. It's lovely memorabilia.
So it's funny because this portrait of the Blazing Knight avatar was made by a user named F-Ear or Fire Emblem Ear. It's funny because he actually commented when I uploaded the first stream highlights, and he said, "It feels really cursed to have my username get called out."
It's like, fuck, now I'm public.
Yeah.
Don't quit your day job, whatever that is. Also, I give him a luck ring.
Yes.
I thought you said luck was the worst stat. Shut up. Just take the ring and fuck off. If there was a ROM hack about me, I mean, feel free, as long as there's not anything crude.
Yeah. I was debating making one, but I don't really like meme hacks that much.
No, feel free to make your own story and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, not much left. We just got to talk to the other person. We've already visited the houses, and we had fourth wall breaking, because of course we do.
You may want to buy a couple more heal and mend stabs.
Really?
Because remember that Winahea can use them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at like how many I've got at the moment. Alright, definitely another heal staff for him, but again, she's like got 28 and nearly 30 on each. I think that's fine, personally, but you never know. But definitely for you, he needs another heal staff. Absolutely. Right, now who needs EXP? Let's start with my knight, Farah. Alright, Farah, you're up. Oh, apparently we can talk. Okay. So
she's got a support with CRITS.
Yeah. You seem to be in a foul mood. I'm always in a foul mood. Yeah. Oh. So apparently she's noisy. Yeah. God, you know what would be really funny if Fire Emblem ever made that joke? Because it is canonically, if you have this conversation, Pen and Louise is pregnant with Klein during the final battle. So at some point during the campaign, those two fucked. I imagine Urk's there with his head over his pillows. And no, then Nino goes to Jafar. Jafar, what does it mean by fuck me harder? Go to your room. Bless. No, it's too. She's too innocent. You gotta cover. Like, imagine Lynn covering Nino's ears. Don't listen, honey. Don't listen. Good. I didn't know there were so many Sacred Stones hacks. I know a couple of like. Well, I know people use Sacred Stones as a basis, like this. I didn't know there were actual hacks of Sacred Stones in this and the other. It's the same way. I'm sure there's some FE7 hacks out there that change the game, but I know some hacks that are like continue FE7 story, like Arabian Night. It's funny, Nino will understand when she's older because Nino does have kids. 2 of them, in fact.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Actually, what is Nino's age in Fire Emblem 7? Do we have...
I think she's meant to be like 14 or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're against the mage. Oh shit! Wait. We'll see.
Oh, mages. Mages fucking suck in arenas in this hack.
Yeah. I think I have an idea though. Right here. So what's your idea? This? Hold on.
So, if you have an unfavorable matchup in the arena, the best thing I can do is, oh, well, you can also do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's meant to be 14 and so on. Alright, so it's funny that people don't want to edit FE7 because so many people talk about how FE7 is so flawed. I guess because FE7 is just more of a restricted game, whereas Sacred Stones you've got more to do. That might be it. Who knows?
Well, I know that there are some FE7 rebalances, but people, as far as I can tell, people don't use FE7 as a basis for a ROM hack nowadays, just because
Sacred Stones is better.
Sacred Stones is better to edit.
Yeah, so yeah, that's probably it as well. Because I know there was that one video Mecha did where he imported Lyn into Binding Blade to see how she would function. Great video, by the way. That was a really good one. But yeah, like, I don't hear much about people changing FE7, despite the fact that so many people have talked about how FE7 needs some, like, balance patches and stuff like that. So FE7 needs fixing. Do you want to fix it?
Yeah.
Alright, so I can't rescue the knight. He's a chunky motherfucker. Oh, no, I can rescue him. Now they have a bird. Alright, so who's left?
Bird.
Bird. Right.
Bird is the word. Bird.
Right, let's see about this.
Bird.
I mean, Hilda's family is strong, though to be fair, considering how powerful... Oh my god. Unless you dodge this, you're fucked. You know, I can see, you never know, you've seen how RNG can be.
Honestly, this is partly why I stopped. I took the blue flame skill or I took the lightweight skill off of mages because because so many of them came in with freaking Fimbulbenter tomes, and they would double your units because of the speed boost from only having one item in their inventory. It was fucking stupid.
Okay, well, at least I win. Hoorah. This is admittedly, you know, Warrior vs. Centaur. I'd like to see like a Ray Harryhausen version of that. Okay, more
like
skill.
Stop motion centaur.
Yeah. Again, hey man, give me some stop. I love me some stop motion. That's the good shit, ladies and gentlemen. You can never go wrong with a good bit of stop motion. Right, let's head off and go get that heal stuff. Alright, so yeah, just go talk to this person, and there we go. How many turns left have we got? 5. To be fair, if it gets to the point, we'll just obviously skip. Yeah. Oh, interesting. She looks like a wraith. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's another Golgothi.
Indeed. Okay, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So we can
kind of just there for some flavor text, but she does become important
later.
She will become important in a minute.
Yeah, I'll be important. I'll be important eventually. Right. So the only person left up to train is... Hold on. No, I think we're going to drop you. Yeah, so we've got you to get a level up and for you to get a level up. So let's move you out of the way first. Right, let's see about this. Hopefully the mage won't fuck me over. It's a soldier, so that can go either way. Oh, for some reason I'm using a sword. It's because I want... it's because of what I went in equipped. Maybe if I change my equipment.
No, I think the weapon you use in arena is based on your weapon rank.
Okay, I see.
Whatever weapon you have more a higher rank in is the one that you use.
Cool. Though this could change it because I went and healed.
Could do.
Yeah, it could. It changed when we used barrier, so I'll see. I'm going to take a quick break and see you in a sec as well. Right. Alright. Yeah, strongest family in Fodlan. I mean, Hilda's family is strong, definitely. Holst and her are very powerful. If Edelgard's siblings were all still alive, they might be. Well, that's the thing. How many extended families do we know in Fodland? I mean, like, well, Caspar, his dad's really strong, but his brother's apparently fucking lazy, so can't speak there. Dimitri only has his uncle, and, well, Free Hopes we take his ass down, so he's not that strong. Can't say much for Hubert. I mean, Ferdinand's dad is capable enough if Free Hopes is any evidence. But Ferdinand has no other siblings, I believe. Unless Ivy had, again, lost all her siblings. Ingrid, I don't know about. Balthasar's a, like, half-brother and stuff like that. Again, it's hard to say. Then again, Constance's siblings probably would have been very strong like her, magically, because of the whole House Nouvelle theme. So, yeah. Again, it's hard to say. It's hard to also say whether or not... Oh, you know who's actually got a strong family? Sylvain. His family is legit very strong. Miklan, his dad, and himself, they're all really powerful. It's a shame that, obviously, there's bad family drama between them, but they are very strong. Sylvain's family is very strong. Right, buy hill stuff. There we go. And yeah, it's like... We're back and we've got money. Yeah, very generous to the hill. Well, it's funny, because in Fire Emblem Free Hopes, he's semi-recruitable. Also, Miklan being recruitable, in the Constant Free Houses, no, it goes against everything he stands for. And it would have been nice to use him, but plot-wise, it makes no sense. Remember, so something that you have to consider when you want these alternate scenarios is whether or not it's within the characters to act the way you want them to. If it's out of character, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Again, that's why when it came to writing the Citrix fanfic, you had to be very careful about not changing the characters too much just to fit your change of narrative.
I mean, I remember somebody when you premiered the first one, somebody was complaining that you got Rhea very wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say that, and some people said it was a bit too on the antagonistic side, which I can admit. I wouldn't say very, very wrong in the sense that, like, it was completely off kilter. Just maybe it was more so she tapped into more of her negative traits at a point where, you know, at a point a bit early in the story as opposed to when, you know, because obviously Crimson Flowers, when she's meant to be at her most negative because she's pushed that far. Whereas in the Citri fic, while she is pushed because of Citri, you know, being endangered and all that jazz, some people thought it was a bit much. Which again, that's absolutely fine. Most people didn't complain when it came to the second part. It's the same way.
Well, I remember this person saying that it was straight up character assassination, and honestly, I kind of wish I had jumped on that guy because, like,
do you think it's a character?
He's being an asshole.
That's the thing. Do you think it was character assassination?
Nope. No,
that's fine. Most people didn't. I can understand that, because most people commented, respectfully so, that Rhea was a bit over the top. Not many people said character assassination because, like, that's the thing. I can identify when I've done wrong, but I can also identify when someone's talking shit. That person was talking shit.
Pretty much.
There's a difference between character assassination and just being showing them in a bit more of in a light that's not exactly, that's a little over the top, if you will. And that's what Rhea was. I just say a little over the top, but it's all good. If Mick, what were they S support about? That's the thing. It's like, it's all cool you suggested stuff, but what were they S support about? I mean, I can understand maybe Mid-Clan and Byleth, you know, the mercenary life, also Byleth sympathizing with how Mid-Clan got fucked over just because he didn't have a crest and so on. But again, it's like, what basis do you have for their S support? What's the crux that brings it together? Remember the type of person Mid-Clan is. Mid-Clan, while he was get screwed over by the crest system, he is a robber, murderer, and he's a bitter scumbag. Yeah, he's a sympathetic bitter scumbag, but a bitter scumbag nonetheless. Do you really think Byleth would want to S-support him? So what you will about the other characters, none of them are like that evil.
Matt, I don't remember the commenter's username.
It's not the same. Trust me, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's very, it was not. It was very, it's not one-to-one.
I think by that point, Wildfighter had deleted all of his social medias, so I don't think it could have been him anyway.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Don't worry, it wasn't. It was just somebody else. I think the comment is still there, so if you want to look through it, go right ahead. But even then, there's no point harassing because I didn't respond, and you know, it's one of those things. Just let them stay silent. Let my silence speak. Let my silence say more than any of my words could.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I've had some instances where people have left comments that I found rude, and my response to that, I don't respond to any of them. Yeah. Like, I should clarify that, you know, I should clarify that comments like those are usually pretty rare on my videos. Like most of the most comments that I get are either just people asking questions about the hack, or usually just saying, you know, that they thought it was cool. So, you know, it's rare that I get assholes. It's just, you know, it's one of those things where, like, even though it's rare,
it happens.
You know, it happens, and it tends to stick with you because it's rare, and because honestly, it is kind of easy to focus on negative stuff.
Well, it happens all the time. The negativity sticks out more than the positivity, despite the fact that we should be focusing on positivity. Which we do, but the negativity, because especially when your work is widely regarded in a positive way, the negative stuff really, really sticks out like a sore thumb, and it hurts. Again, the only reason we even talk about these is because they're rare. They're like a once in a blue moon thing to talk about. Well, thank you very much, Matt. Well, just just because we're good guys doesn't mean everybody has to like us or what we do. At the same time, there is being respectful, and some people are not respectful. We call those people assholes.
I know, and honestly, like, when it comes to the internet, no matter how much of a good person you are,
people will find a reason to hate you.
People are gonna find reasons to hate you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You could be the nicest person ever, and someone could still be like, you know what, go fuck yourself. I hope you die. Yeah, some people are like that. It is what it is. Oh, okay. Now I
a tip for arenas is that if you find yourself in a matchup that's unfavorable, my recommendation is that you when you reset, you go back to the arena and then say no to the first thing that happens, and then go back in the arena, because that way you can reset what enemy you fight.
Yeah. No, I do not have a pet ending for Sylvain and Mid-Clan. It's not something I want to think too much about because of how the characters are written, where unless circumstances were very different going in, I don't see them having a paired ending. I mean, Free Hopes maybe, but it's not something I really think about. They're not characters. Mid-Clan and Sylvain as a thing is not something I care too much about to construct an ending. Oh, he was put under sleep? Huh, I thought it was poison.
It looked like poison, yeah?
It did look like poison.
I am very surprised that the arena battle went off despite her being put to sleep. That's
weird. Anyway, Most Sovereign Lady, that is a very, very beautiful turn of phrase. Hate is easy, it takes neither knowledge nor effort. Why do you think we live in such a world of hate? People are stupid and they don't take the effort to think. Why do these streams get so philosophical? Shit happens. Right, I could talk to you as well.
Get that B support.
Right, I'm glad that you enjoy my company and my tact, Grieper. Yeah. And same to you, Aqua. You're a lovely lady. So I'm 7 foot and yet somehow you're bulkier than me. I get good level ups. Philosophizes more. Yeah. Oh, philosophy. Fuck it. Let's just start quoting Marcus Aurelius. Why don't we?
I mean, given the strong Roman theming of this hack, it's appropriate.
Fire Emblem starring Marcus Aurelius. We could fight, but why don't we contemplate our way to victory? Hooray, support level. Yeah, smite. Just push it off the arena. Hey, fuck off! It's always funny when this... Anyway, let's see what happens this time. I might dodge him. Again, I've got a chance to dodge at least once.
This is why
Oh, there we go.
Like... Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is why I don't like mages. Proceeds to beat the mage. Meditation is very good for the soul. It's a good It's a good thing to practice. All right, so I think there's only one more, a couple more fights I have to do. Anyway, I don't need. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also can't rescue you because. Oh wait, yeah, we can't rescue you because you're a chunky monkey. I think the Cav might be able to. Oh yeah, luckily the Cav can. Right. Let's get you out of the way.
Yeah, I did. I admittedly wasn't
I'm helping.
super great with handling mounted unit con and how it interacts with foot unit con.
To be fair, most Fire Emblem GBA isn't poor Isadora. Why is her con so fucking low? Right, so you need a level. You need a fight, and you need to fight. So let me heal you first.
I also just don't like that system of
Constitution in general.
Yeah, female mounted units just having less con.
Well, female units as a whole, even Echidna's got low con, and she's a hero.
Not even just having less con, having less aid overall. Because the way that con works for mounted units is that it's like a base value of 25 for men and 20 for women, minus their con stat is their aid, which is why they can rescue heavier units than like most every foot unit.
Yeah.
But the thing is that with for female mounted units, their aid is just naturally lower because they. Because it's working off of a worse value.
Alright, you got me that time. I wonder if I'm asleep again. My favorite sword master that's not Ryoma? What sword master do I like that's not Ryoma? I mean, I like Z-Hark a lot. He's always been one of my faves. I like Lonku a lot. He's always been cool. I like... I'm sleeping again. Wake your ass up! Wrong person.
I think that... I don't know. I think for me...
I'm just thinking, is there anybody else?
Probably would be Zyhark. I mean, Zyhark's really useful in both of the games he's in. And, I do think he's a very strong character.
True. More so Radiant Dawn. In Path of Radiance, he's okay. Radiant Dawn is actually pretty damn good.
Well, I mean, he's okay in Path of Radiance, but he does still have that adept skill that...
Yeah, he has the adept skill, which is really good. And he has some actual solid bases, unlike Mia, who unfortunately sucks. But Mia gets probably the biggest buff between games.
Yeah.
Mia is great in Radiant Dawn, but she sucks sucks ass in Path of Radiance. Okay, leveled up, cool.
Rutger I like as a unit. I can't say very much for him as a character.
Oh, as a unit, he's great. I also like, I mean, if we want to count her, but I mean, it's iffy because of how Free Houses works. There's Petra, who probably would be my favorite because I love Petra. But, yeah, is there anyone
I don't really count Three Houses characters in terms of like
class specifically, unless they're like a pre-promote like Catherine or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so again, it's the same. Wayne's great. Yeah, I'd probably say either like Lonku or Z-Hawk. I really like those two. Oh, Joshua. I love Joshua. Drop you. I find it so weird that Holst is a sword master. He looks like he should be like a warrior or something like that. It's like, you are not a sword master. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's false advertising right there. So how does a sword master like you get this fucking big? How do you move like that? You're like 90% muscle. Right. Let's try the arena one more time with you. Hopefully you can actually kill someone. Maybe they'll give me a brigand. They'll give me a mercenary. Alright, that's a good matchup. I hope we aren't too slow. Oh, thank God. Okay, so far so good. Finally, Castor's like, oh, I can catch a fucking break. Sayri's great, yeah, Sayri's very, very cool. I like Sayri. Alright, one more fight and then we'll be good. Provided, you know, we can actually win the fight. Reposition.
There's a bigger if than you think.
Indeed. I mean, we usually don't get very favorable because we're using a sword, so anything with a lance will fuck us up. But we shall see. Oh, my Pegno choice is easy. Just Sumia all day. What if it's not Sumia? Well, it's like Sumia again. You can't pick Sumia twice. Yes, I can.
And you can't sue Mia.
Yeah.
Because if you try to sue Mia, then you'll be suing a very different character.
Yeah. Oh, yes. See, that works both ways. Because sue Mia, because it sounds like sue me, but no, you meant sue Mia.
Lewis, may I remind you, if you have to explain a joke, there is no joke.
No, yours was a case of 2 jokes in 1. I was like, now I get it. You know what it is? I get it. Shut up, Nappa.
God damn it, Nappa.
No. This is how you fucking do it. Where is it?
God damn it, Nappa!
There you go. It's funny how the guy who voices Vegeta sounds like exactly like him, even though it's meant to be like a parody.
Yeah, Lanny Pator.
Alright, so this is an interesting matchup. I don't do much damage, but look at that guy's hit rate. Or lack thereof. Well, fuck, man. Go Castor. Castor's like, yeah, fuck this woman.
It's funny because there's a channel that I've watched on occasion called Bad at Fire Emblem. And he did a thing where like he had a big old gauntlet of the different Fire Emblem GBA classes.
Yep.
And the Wyvern Knight was deemed the strongest one.
Not surprising. I mean, yeah, it was either that Paladin or that Paladin really. Paladin's
well, it was only base class.
Oh, if it's base class, then of course Wyvern's gonna win. Also, yeah, Armory, Tana is lovely. Tana is such a pretty little princess type character. Like, not necessarily super noble princess, like leadership. She's more so sweet little girl princess, but she's adorable. Bless her soul. She's a sweetheart, Tana. She's such a, sweet little lady. Anyway, that's gonna, so that's gonna be it for the thing. So I'm gonna take a quick break, then when we come back, we're gonna finish the round.
Here's the turn. Maybe get a little bit of extra staff EXP, just before the chapter.
I'm alright. It's we're gonna be okay. Again, the staff people are leveling up quite nicely.
I'm a little surprised and personally a little disappointed that you're not really seeming to train Targoch that much.
Which one's Targoch?
The male centaur.
I mean, it's more so map dependent at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's level 11,
tell you that,
and he's got well, his stats are fine. I guess it just comes down to the type of map that we do.
Fair enough.
All right. Oh, he's A rank already. Fuck. Jeez, B and a half.
That's the thing about stabs is that they raise so quickly. Part of the reason I put a patch in to have it so that characters could have multiple S rank weapon.
Yeah.
Is because stabs grow so quickly. Like, it's almost impossible for healer characters to have an S rank in an attacking weapon if you don't do that, because staff rank grows so quickly, even in vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Staff rank can grow very, very, very quickly and stuff like this. You'll be surprised, especially if you use the fancy stuffs. Also, Fire Valgo, a lot of people do that. Again, usually I just pick units I gel with, as opposed to which ones are the best. Hell, first time playing, I don't know which ones are the best. I just go with who I like using. Eventually, again, I always find out later who's actually good in this, that, and the other. Because I know there's I'm sure there's units in Engage that I didn't use that I should have, but it's like, yeah, but I want to use this unit. And if it happened to be one of the best, fair enough, but it's like, yeah, but I want to use this unit. I mean, hell, when I first played Binding Blade, I just wanted to use Wendee because I thought, oh, female light, that's cool. Oh, she happens to be getting pretty good level ups. I can roll with that. And then I thought she was good. And then I was like the only person who even acknowledged Wendee within the Fire Emblem community. I'm not trying to brag. And people, videos about her existed beforehand. She was a meme. But because I was the only one who actually used her, people were like, oh, shit, Wendee.
Yeah.
Oh,
as a most sovereign lady, I do that same thing. My most recent playthrough of Fire Emblem 7 was mostly using characters who are considered like upper tier.
Yeah.
But I also used characters like Wrath, who
well, yeah,
probably the best bow character in that game for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Well, again, also at the same time, whether or not the character's objectively good, I kind of use characters based on if I like them as a character and if they fit my playstyle. Like, Sumia's one of if not the best units in Awakening because she gets Gale Force, but I like her because waifu. Yeah. It's the same way. I love using Jill in Radiant Dawn, not just because she's the best unit. I love Jill as a character.
My only purpose for Wrath is shipping LMAO. Well, I mean, I did pair him up with Lyn. Which,
I assume you mean Wrath Lyn. Does Wrath get any pairings with anybody else?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one of the people who loves to pair Lyn with, well, not Lyn, sorry. I love pairing Eliwood with all his different romantic partners, because I find Eliwood to be such a charming gentleman, and he's got good chemistry with all of them. I'm mostly an Eliwood Ninian person. They're one of my favorite couples in Fire Emblem, but I also think Eliwood Lyn is super underrated. Really good pairing. Okay, well, here's the thing. Wrath he's the best bow user in the game. Good... Potentially.
That's a good question.
Because remember, he's still a bow unit in Fire Emblem. Yes, he does get him out, but he's still a bow unit in FE7, and that's not good. But he's definitely the best bow unit in FE7.
Yeah. For whatever that's worth.
Yeah. No, Wrath is definitely, if you trained him on Limbo, he's definitely worth investing in.
Sovereign Lady, part of the reason that I paired Lyn with Wrath and Lyn together is because I have a friend who is very adamant that that's Lyn's best ship, and I just wanted to see what the hype was all about.
Yeah. Well, again, it's one that makes a lot of sense, especially considering their backgrounds. Also, what about Element Fiora? It's a cool one too. It's cute how Fiora, obviously she sees him as such a grand noble, and he's very, he's very, down low key about it, so it's a nice dynamic. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, most people like that one, but also there's a lot of Lyn Hector fans too. Lyn's got good ships for a lot of people. My personal favorite Lyn ship is Wrath Lyn, but I'm very down with Lyn Eliwood. I'm very down with Lyn Eliwood.
So we're completely ignoring this scene. So this was a scene that I was really interested in because I remember back in the day I watched this video from Terrible Writing Advice where he was talking about the concept of cliches in writing, and he brought up this idea of like take a scene where you have a character walking through town and gets bumped into by a pickpocket and has their money stolen, and he imagined a scenario as like, well, maybe you have a thing where the character needs a thief for a job, and he
purposely makes himself purposely makes himself look vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, and this thing here.
Okay, yeah, so just a heads up, we're going to be touching upon some sensitive stuff. But hey, this PSA brought to you by Blazing Knight.
Yes, exactly. It probably won't come up in this stream because it's at the end of the chapter, and it's very doubtful that we'll get to that point. But yeah, some serious stuff incoming for next stream.
Yeah, for next week. Yeah, but you know what? I can get down with that, Grima. Lynn as Lalena's mum would be lovely. I could definitely see that. I could totally see, that type of thing. I think most people think Hector Fiora is the pairing because obviously in terms of the partners, Hector can only get with Lynn, Fiora, and Foreigner, and obviously Lalena's a bit more like Fiora than she is Foreigner. And Lynn, most people pair with Raph, and that's where Sue comes in. And Elowood and Ninian is the one most people go with. None of them are official, but it's what the fandom leans towards. Florina, whichever one. You know who I'm referring to. Don't get petty when it comes to names. You know what I'm referring to. So it looks like there's a meteorite in the background.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! They're fighting Sephiroth. They're fighting Sephiroth again.
It's like that meme. I think Sephiroth should be in every game.
Suddenly Sephiroth. You called?
I have been enjoying that meme because
we'll
people are very because people are actually finding some really creative ways to integrate him into like different games.
Yeah, I do love that when people are clever when it comes to a meme and so on. Mm-hmm. It's not just I'm gonna Photoshop Sephiroth into this thing. No, they actually implement him like legit.
Yeah,
it is funny. I mean, like, imagine you do Xenoblade 2, Rare Blade Summon, you summon Sephiroth. I mean, Jin exists, but, Jin ain't got wings. Wait, no, maybe he does in his other form. I can't remember. And then there was also that Mario and Luigi Sephiroth thing going around where it's like, if you played the RPGs, Mario and Luigi would kick Sephiroth's ass. Oh, the irony. Again, some of the strongest characters ever don't look that strong. Look at Kirby. I can absorb entire galaxies. The one you a small little pink puffball who's like a baby.
I mean, apparently the lore behind Kirby is that he is a baby Star Warrior.
Yeah, so he's just he's a baby Star Warrior, but a Star Warrior nonetheless. Yeah. The only time the whole pair-up thing doesn't work is, funny enough, Fire Emblem. Because I've said it so many times, don't do Fire Emblem against any other universe. Fire Emblem's going to lose 9 times out of 10.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Well, again, the game is built to be more grounded, and as a result, you're going to lose against more fictional universes where the power scaling and the magical elements are much more grandiose.
Although apparently Dimitri did win his death battle against Guts.
But that's death battle, and the logic was very flawed because they used Dynasty Warriors as they used his Awaken mode in Free Hopes as legit, and the fact that he could use spells despite the fact that Dimitri's magic is shit. So obviously the logic was flawed. I'm sorry. I know what Guts can do. I know what Dimitri can do. Guts would beat Dimitri. Not saying Dimitri's weak, but Guts is very, very strong. And that's the thing with Death Battle. They use every source as as what is canon when that's not how it's meant to be. that makes the whole thing very jumbled. But, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of Death Battle, yeah. Yeah, the fight was well animated. That's something Death Battle always do. They deliver on the spectacle. And I think that's what people care about. But there's that whole thing. Ever since Rooster Teeth closed down, people are like, oh, we got to save Death Battle. You know, we want it to keep going. I'm sure it will. I hope Ruby finds a way to keep going too, because, hey, look, it's Eden. Because despite, you know, Ruby going like this, that, and the other, they've still got quite a lot of dedicated fans, and, you know, I'd like to see it continue. And I know there's a lot of people that work on Ruby and are very passionate about it, like, you know, the voice actors and stuff like that. Oh, you've been playing a lot of FE7. Well, FE7 is a wonderful game. You should play it. You know, I'm overdue a playthrough. Actually, no, I'm not. I was playing it like 2 weeks ago. I'm overdue. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm overdue.
So this is the true form of the entity who's been contacting Darius. Reshevrak.
Yeah.
And this character was, much like Barbarous, this character was named after a recurring enemy from the Dragon Quest series. And, oh boy, that reference hits me a lot harder nowadays.
Because of Akira Toriyama?
Yeah, because of Akira Toriyama's passing. Like, so I don't know who among here, I know Lewis has watched it, but a couple weeks ago, I posted like an update video that was basically just me rambling about life. You know, life and stuff. And part of the reason I did that was because I was going on Twitter and just seeing the amount of outpouring for Akira Toriyama from so many people over his passing, and just
changed the world.
Yeah, it hit me straight in the gut.
It would do.
It's so ironic because like that happened on a day where we streamed. Like, it happened, like, the night after, I want to say it was, like, the second, it was a Thursday, I remember that.
Yeah.
But, like, I just remember, you know, I was lounging late in the night, and I just saw it, and, oof, man.
Yeah, of course it hurt, because, well, not only that, he was only in his 60s, which is still relatively young, and for him to pass so suddenly, and again, Akira Toriyama's, again, his legacy is... He's probably one of, if not the most influential people in fictional history, not just anime and manga.
Across so much fiction, you know.
Yeah, he inspired so many things. Hell, a lot of the stuff we do today wouldn't exist without Akira Toriyama. Not just the whole Dragon Ball stuff, but how he influenced through Dragon Quest, through his theming, through his ideas, and especially like the moral lessons that Dragon Ball does teach. Because some people write Dragon Ball off as having no story and stuff, but no, Dragon Ball, while flawed storytelling, it has a message behind it.
Exactly.
Not to mention, again, his style of character and the way he draws. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
He was a pillar of fiction, very much so, yeah.
So anyways, back to the story. We have long-haired Dusel, aka Sula, who he's on our side, but he's an asshole.
Yeah, get your shit together. Yeah. Yeah, he's a stiff.
I fucking love that line from Ulysses. Do you think he has trouble shitting with that stick up his ass?
Probably. Yeah. The dude literally shits bricks. So yeah, now I assume that we get a thief?
Yep.
Hooray.
This is Viper, our first thief, and there's a part of me that kind of wishes I could have introduced her sooner, but it was a case where I wanted to have her join through that scene where Darius essentially sets a trap for her to steal his stuff.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where I couldn't really think of a good way to fit it in.
Well, if it makes more sense
until now.
Well, if it's for the sake of the story, then go right ahead. It's not like having her earlier would have made the hugest difference and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would have been nice.
At most, it would have made that one fog chapter a little easier.
Yeah. So now we're laying siege to a castle.
Yep.
Which is interesting. Usually, you know, when in Final games, we've got to lay siege to get people who we've known for ages and, like, the main enemy. We're just laying siege to some dude.
Yeah.
This looks like a pretty big map as well, but it makes sense. You had the interlude, now you're up for a big fight.
Pretty much. Because the story for this is that this city is planning on allying with Urine and Trusca, so
We can't
Polonius,
have that.
yeah, Polonius is sending us to capture it before they can become a threat.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's a lot to do here. So let's sort out the units.
There will be thieves spawning in on turn 2 in this map, so you will have to do just a little bit of rushing. And also because this is the first map where you have a thief, it also means that this is the first map where enemies potentially have stealable items.
Okay, that's cool. Right, so we've got 2 units that we've got to bring Viper, so let's bring Lysanne, let's bring you, I'll see about Castor. We'll definitely bring you, because I could use a good sword master. We'll bring you. We'll also bring you, because we've got some things at the start, and we could probably use a good axe unit. We're gonna need more archers. Do I want to bring Ulysses? Go against, let me see, because I do want a good hero. There's a good number of axe units. Alright, let's bring Ulysses. We're also gonna need people to take down the armor units as well, so we're gonna have to make sure to bring that.
Makoto, he has not played The Last Promise, but I have.
No, I have not played. The only ROM hacks I played are this and Black Dragon, the ones Zane has made.
And pretty much entirely because of nepotism.
Yeah. Right, do I want to... Yeah, actually, I want to bring another mage. I don't know about... Do I want Castor? I'm also thinking about my bow users. Because honest to God, I think we can actually... Do I want to drop Crixus? Because there doesn't look to be that many axe users. No, there really isn't. Alright.
There's a few, but not as many.
Yeah, so I think I'll be good with dropping you for this and bringing... Who's better stat? Right, what do you got? 12 speed, 13 speed. Same strength, one's got more skill. We haven't used you in a bit, let's use you.
Good old Orion. Yeah. And Armory, if you're listening in the chat, it's pronounced Orion, not Orion. That was one thing that drove me nuts about your Dark Lord and the Maiden of Light Let's Play.
It happens. Again, the whole pronunciation-itis thing. But it happens. It happens. Right. So we've got medic on one side. Bow user.
Yes. British people mispronouncing things, like saying H instead of H.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, but at least we know to put U's in our sentences when it comes to spelling armor, favorite, and color. Unlike you boorish Americans. Ugh, that annoys the fuck out of me.
To quote yeah, to quote Dr. Cortex once again, I'm just trolling.
Indeed, just trolling. Right, actually, we'll put you this side because she could potentially get sniped as a result. So, yeah, I think we're good. Cool. Let me just sort out my items as well. So I'm going to take quick break and sort out inventory. Yeah, I heard Lost Promise is kind of like the most well-known FE ROM hack. I didn't say it was the best, it just is the most well-known.
Yeah, it basically started the entire Fire Emblem ROM hack scene as we know it, because it was kind of the first to like really tell its own story and have like, you know, unique custom characters.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I assume the thief can just steal and open lockpicks naturally with their skill.
Yeah, there's no lockpicks.
Got it. Hold on to a chest key just in case.
I cannot stand lockpicks in vanilla GBA.
Yeah.
Although maybe my hate for them is a little misplaced, because the thing is that when I first was playing the vanilla GBA games, I wasn't really keen on like stealing from enemies, so I didn't know that you could just steal lockpicks to get more But like I hated them because if you don't bother to steal them from enemies, the game is actually kind of stingy with them. Like there's no way to buy more or anything like that.
True. But if you do steal them, you'll be in abundance. It's a weird system.
Yeah.
Now, one of you had... Yeah, you had the bow, thank you. Right, I wonder, what I need... I've got one restore, got rescue, got unlock. Do I need anything more? Let me look at the map.
Going forward, bringing a sleep or bringing a status staff might serve you well.
Doubly so because I have such a bad habit of not using the status staffs at all in Fire Emblem because I want to save them for when I need them the most, but by the time I do, there's no point in using them. I am so stingy with that. I'm really bad with it.
I know. I mean, I honestly, I'm right there with you. I tend not to bother using them. And
it's like, you've got a warp staff. Fucking use the warp staff! I know, but I don't want to. What if I need it? No, just use the fucking warp staff!
Yeah. It's like that meme. Or I could just use the warp staff.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Just take the still lance. Yep, that's good. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. No, give you the halberd. Sword Reaver, Killer Axe. That's it. Pole Axe, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And there we go. Yep, so he's got all that. Hold on. Swap these around. Yeah, that way he's got a killer weapon to give him an advantage, and you've got all these. Cool. His con's 15. Con's 12. What's the weapon weight of a steel axe? 50. Alright, no. Swap him back. My bad. What's it? Yeah, swap him back. Because otherwise he's going to get a speed drop, and that's not that's not good.
That's no good.
Yeah. Hey, you heard Sonic. That's no good. Sonic, what you doing here? I'm Sonic. Times are tough, man. I got a pair of this ROM hack, don't you know? Times are tough.
I mean, times seem to be a little better for Sonic.
Oh no, Sonic's actually doing pretty good, all things considered.
That's a good question.
Take the Lance Reaver, yeah. I mean, considering, he's got the Sonic series coming out, Sonic Frontiers was well received, Sonic Superstars not so much, even though it wasn't an awful game, and the third movie is coming out and stuff like that, and that movie, oh god, I have a good feeling about that movie.
I'm certainly hopeful for it.
Yeah. Dude, they fucking played Live and Learn at the teaser. I was like, ah! Yes, you just heard me squeal. Oh, Hunter's Bow. That could be useful. Because Hunter's Bow against horses. It is super effective against horses, right? Yeah.
Correct. Horses and flyers. Yeah. And you will be fighting both in this chapter.
I mean, naturally it's going to be effective against flyers. It's a bow. But yeah, restore. So this should be interesting. This is our first big map. Would you say it's like the first? It's a skill check map or just a big level? Because there's a couple promoted unit as well.
Well, I mean, in terms of like a skill check level, I mean the thing is that the average level of your characters is not as high as usual because you're not abusing arenas like I usually do in my playthroughs.
I mean, skill check is not so much a level thing. It's just like how the thing is designed type thing. Whether or not it's just harder from design and layout and all that jazz.
I think that this is definitely where the difficulty does start to pick up. Yeah, the next few maps. I was always under impression that was the purpose of arenas. In my opinion, yes. Lewis doesn't exactly share my values.
What, doing arena abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I just prefer not to. I mean, if emulators, you can just abuse the fuck out of it on an emulator. But playing it normally, it's a bit risky, and generally, I feel that most Fire Emblem games are comfortable enough where you don't need it. It is nice, and it's actually the thing is, the arena is a great way to make sure you've got more than enough money, and in certain Fire Emblem games, having a surplus of money is very, very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can I kill you in one hit? No, but I can do some damage. I mean, trust me, arena abuse is one of the most favored things to do in Fire Emblem in general. People arena abuse all the... Damn! All the time. Surprised I dodged that.
Actually, remind me, you didn't bring Castor and Ulysses to this map, did you?
I did bring Castor and Ulysses.
Okay, they have a talk conversation.
Wonderful. Would you look at that? Now, I'm gonna...
And Castor also has, yeah, Darius and Castor have battle dialogue with the boss, but we won't get to that this stream.
More than likely not.
You're going in all in on defense. You may end up paying the price for that.
Well, it's not so much defense. I'm more so just trying to get rid of that guy. And even then, I'll just adapt to how things come.
So I think that the hero in the center of the map has a stealable blue gem, and there's a troubadour. There's a troubadour up in the top left that has a stealable seraph robe.
I see him. Thank you.
Got it.
I'm surprised I could double this dude. Again, when the moment a knight starts doubling, be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh fuck, he hits hard and he's speedy.
Got a steel. Enemy has a steel weapon, and Farah has higher than average speed for a knight.
Yep. Alright, we can also talk. Oh, no. Sorry, give me a minute. We can talk, that's it. Thing is, arenas haven't really come back ever since the GBA. Were they in Shadow Dragon?
They were in Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, but we haven't seen them in the other games, really. We haven't seen arenas, really. And even then, the arenas are different now. Like, in Free Houses, you have them, but there's no risk to using a unit. You don't even get EXP, you just get, like, item rewards. And even then, Engage has arenas, but, again, it's very different. It's not actual risk of dying. Fates had them. Yeah, but again, Fates had arenas, but, again, units didn't die, and you only got, like, small little trinkets.
Yeah, they don't exactly work like
the arenas are name only.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, technically, Three Houses also had like the
tournaments, yeah.
Yeah, the tournaments, which kind of functioned like arena battles, but you know, it was like the Fates arena battles.
Yeah. Not much risk and not much reward either. You got some stuff, don't get me wrong. Like, you got some like money and you maybe got a weapon or a seal, but you didn't get any EXP from it. Whereas with Fates, you just got like, you know, resources. So that was a jape, you ass.
Yeah, that's a fun conversation. Fills in, you know, a little bit of info on Castor's backstory.
Yeah, sweet. I'm so glad that Persephone is fast as fuck.
Persephone and her almighty 20 speed.
Mm-hmm. That 20 speed makes a difference. Right, let's see what the enemy decides to do. The enemy!
That line hits a little different for me, honestly, because Wendee Lee has kind of outed herself as not a great person.
I see.
Yeah.
Again, I don't follow what many voice actors do, so I know some of them have been like, you know, this, that, and the other, but I don't genuinely follow what they do.
So basically, what happened was, so Wendee Lee was the dub voice of Yoruichi in Bleach,
yes.
Who is one of the most popular characters from that series. And when Bleach came back, when the Bleach anime came back for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, Yoruichi was recast to, I can't remember her full name. I think it's her first name is Anairis.
Okay.
But she's a voice actress who is a person of color, and fans were not happy about that, and they kind of launched a bit of a campaign against Funimation. Oh yeah, Anairis Quinones.
Yeah.
But they kind of launched a harassment campaign against Anairis and Funimation to change the voice actors back, and sadly, Funimation caved and had Wendee Lee come back to the role. But a bunch of voice actors voiced their support for Anairis Quinones, and Wendee Lee, for some bloody reason, like went on a tirade against the people who were showing empathy towards her, which, you know, it's just straight psychopathic behavior, if you ask me.
The whole thing sounds weird. Well, first of all, did they ever find out why Wendee Lee wasn't recast in the first place?
I think they just wanted a person of color to voice Yoruichi, considering Yoruichi is black.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that whole thing has never bothered me. Because for me, it's like, look, if you can do the performance, especially for a fictional character in a world like this, that, and the other, go right ahead. I mean, if you want to be like that, people have been doing it for years and it never bothered me. But, you know, everyone's different at the end of the day, so what can I say?
I know.
But, like, you know...
it's kind of like the same thing for the Resi 4 remake, where Lily Gao was most likely chosen to play Ada Wong because she's Asian.
Yeah.
And people really did not like Lily Gao's performance. And fair enough, honestly, because, like, I mean, Gao does kind of sometimes sound like she's trying a little too hard to sound monotone while still, you know, and it just kind of doesn't sound like
Ada Wong.
You know, acting.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, she was also harassed for it, and it's one of those things where it's like, no, why would you do that?
Yeah, well, the whole harassment thing I've just hated all the time.
Yeah.
And it's over such trivial, stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, look, they changed Yoruichi's voice actor. Who fucking cares? That happens all the time.
I know.
But obviously, you know, Wendee Lee didn't help the situation. And even then, you know what I say, though, to companies? Grow a fucking backbone. Unless, you, like, there's a difference between listening to fan demands to help improve something, like with the Sonic movie, and then there's people just buckling because a couple of angry nerds won't shut up. So many people succumb to peer pressure, and I'm like, grow a fucking spine.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just how I personally feel.
Honestly, based. I consider that a very based take.
Thank you. Now die. Not you, this person. Thank you. Now die.
That was an interesting time to the fuck am I saying?
Right, so, actually, if I will be able to reach if I can get rid of you. Skadoosh. Can't deny that it does feel...
douchebag.
Yeah, it does, can't deny it does feel weird seeing Fire Emblem Centaurs just because, you know, we associate them with enemies, but yeah. Yeah, well, if that's true, Fire Falcon, so yeah, fucking double standard. It's like, oh, we changed Kenpachi's VA. Don't care. Change your Reach's VA. Fucking Satan. It's like, oh, shut up. Alright. Yeah, we gotta build a barrier, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this guy is so fucking slow. Hold on. Does he have a heavy spear or a killer spear? He's got a heavy spear. Alright. In which case, I will stand here.
Yeah, I think if it's a white bubble with a red exclamation point, it's a Slayer weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if they wanted to recast for diversity, it's like that's a bit silly. But at the same time, like, did Wendee Lee even like demand, like, say, like, oh, you know, they recast me and I'm a bit tiffed about that? Because like, was Wendee Lee even involved with the whole did Wendee even care about the whole recasting thing?
As far as I can tell, like, I don't know for sure, as far as I can tell, like, she was not involved.
Again, the whole thing is weird. Again, it's just one of those things. Sometimes voice actors do get replaced, and it sucks. But again, we should ultimately understand why. And at the same time, you've got to remember, the person who's replacing them, they've still got a livelihood, and they're still a person too. There's no right to harass them. Yeah.
I will admit, I'm retelling the events of this story as best I understand them, but
oh, nice.
So, like, I don't know, like, all the details, obviously.
Yeah.
I love it when that shit happens, when you have a character miss an attack and then immediately follow up with a critical hit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck this.
That's just hilarious.
Alright, so I'm gonna go do a bit of a hit and run. Oh, speaking of... This guy cannot catch a break! 2 crits in a row.
God damn.
Yeah, oh, F for that guy.
F's in chat. Pour him out.
Again, oof indeed. Poor dude just kept getting smacked by crit after crit after crit after crit. Now I'm just going to see how everything else functions, because we might be in a bad situation, but we shall see. We can't make an assessment till, you know, till the enemy's made their move. Oh, you're adorable. Oh, Horse Slayer weapon. Good thing I got Thing out of the way. I love it when enemies attack me. It's like, oh, that's cool, 0 damage. Alright, that's weird. We're on Worm Slayer, but we don't have a Wyvern. Oh well, I mean, it still does decent enough damage. Just find it a bit.
Actually, yeah. Why did I give that guy... Oh, you know why I gave him a Worm Slayer? It's because... it's a droppable item.
Oh, I see. Oh, and we got Siege Tome. We got them Siege Tomes.
Boy. Eclipse Tome spams.
Yay. Hey man, these Eclipse Tomes are a bit of a threat, because in other games they're fucking embarrassing. Like Binding Blade, the hit rate is so poor, it's just like, why?
I mean, their hit rate's bad here too, but...
Yeah, but Binding Blade is usually in like the single digits. And that's just like, ugh. Also, again, I like that guard stance they have. Rather than just the lean over, they actually like, you know, block. I can appreciate that. Man, it's really getting packed.
Yeah, there are quite a few enemies here.
Don't worry, we'll get through them. Again, they have an army, we've got Willow. They've also got Thieves, but don't worry, the Thieves we can deal with.
Yeah.
And the medics are there too. Right.
I have noticed that the thief that's going for the upper right treasure room can sometimes steal one of the chests before you can. He can sometimes get to both chests before you reach him, and if that happens, you'll miss out on an item.
I'm not too fussed. Well, what? Wait, can we steal the item off him?
If you have enough speed to do so.
Well, my speed is 1 lower, so probably not. Oh well, again, I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed too much. I'd rather play safe than get... I mean, the last map we did, that wasn't the thing, I played pretty recklessly to try and get all the, you know, all the stuff. Right. So now, let's shoot you in the face. Thank God.
Shot in the head, and you're to blame. You give archers a bad name. I mean, good name.
Yeah, she says to Rebecca. Poor Rebecca. Right. Let's start one by one. I'm just thinking. Because I need to make space. That's the main thing. I gotta make space.
Oh, you have support between Ulysses and Farah.
Indeed.
Or Farah.
Before that, space! Space! As they say. Alright. Doesn't seem like lots of people are fast enough for this dude. Hold on. Oh, good, I can kill him. Perfect. Right, before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, we'll see how much further we can get. Because I want to make sure we try and make another blockade of units, and so on and so forth. If I get rid of that mage, I should be fine. I don't think anyone else, aside from the hero, is a real threat.
I am definitely curious to see how the difficulty balance is going to stack, considering that you've made pretty minimal use of arenas throughout most of this.
I should be fine. I mean, look at seem to be doing pretty well now.
Yeah, you have been doing pretty well, but like, I don't know. To be fair, your playstyle is definitely
Everyone's
pretty
playstyle's
different from mine.
different. Yeah.
Because you tend to favor a lot of defensive formations. I tend to be pretty reckless when I play Fire Emblem, because I'm so obsessed with training up my units and making sure that everybody gets experience.
Yeah, well, also, remember, I'm not using stat boosters, and I haven't even promoted anyone yet. If I was to promote everyone all of a sudden and give them stat boosters, we could wipe the floor with this map.
That is true.
But at the same time, I want to hold off on promoting a stat booster because I'd like to know who I'm going to make official members. I don't want to waste a stat boost on someone I'm not going to use. Damn! And I also, you did say don't promote until level 20 so I can get all the skills.
Yeah, that is also true.
Probably use the Mithril Lance just because it's, yeah. Damn, man, if I had a thingy boost.
And if you move Darius up a couple spaces, you can get a power boost for him.
I can quad this dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, she's strong. Bitch is strong.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't realize
she's fast. It's more just she's fast. She has weapon triangle, and daggers are low power brave weapons.
Yeah, but even with the low power, 13 might times 4, that's a good... Hold on, let me do the math. 30, that's 26. That's a good 52 damage.
Yeah.
Can't let me impressed. Hold on a second. And look at that EXP. Where is my... There it is.
Yeah, daggers are kind of overpowered in the hands of the right units. Although they're not a catch-all, because against enemies with like really high defense, their low might does mean that
Nothing's
they
really gonna
can't always break through.
Yeah, again, a brave weapon is useless against something where the defense is too high, or a brave, like, you know, in this case, like a brave sword means nothing if it's doing 0 damage. Oh, damn it, man, so close. Right, so yeah, have Darius here with his magic. Might get it, because again, I think I might get an attack boost if I go up there. And he drops the Wyvern Slayer, thank you. Or at least he should. Yep, you dropped it. That's why, okay. So why are we using it? Just so I can give it to you. Huh. Ah, look, perfect. What does the Javelin do? Yeah, because of Darius' boost, I get an attack boost. And I can one-shot this dude. You gotta love it, see? See you later, Matt. I told you, I have a plan. I know what I'm doing. I say through while I lie through my teeth. Oh god, I can one-shot this person too. Poor medic.
Is that the thing with the...
I
think that might have been the one with the Seraph Robe.
I think it was.
Uh-ohs.
Don't worry. Again, never happened. Never happened.
Scratch that. Reverse it.
Yeah. Timesies. So
yeah, tackle. I think I explained this in a different stream, but the magic stat behaves weirdly with Fire Emblem ROM hacks, where it just inflates like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it inflates like crazy. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to attack you. Why? Because I can do that.
Why? Because bows have ridiculous range.
Yeah, well, they're very useful in that regard. Does anyone else have a bow over here? This person does. Can they reach me, though? They cannot, thank God. That's the main thing.
Armory, we've got like maybe... We've got less than 15 minutes
Yeah, 15 minutes. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. If you need to go, feel free to leave. Okay, don't feel pressured to stick around.
Yeah. Armory's also British, so
yeah.
He's operating on your time zone.
Yeah. Hey, another Brit. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's heal up everybody. Heal little Willow, bless her soul. She's so cute! And she's dangerous. She's like her own little Kirby. She's cute and dangerous. No, we just need heal. We don't need men. That's a bit much. There we go. Also, I noticed his feet have like this. Is he wearing sandals because of his sprite?
Yona?
Yeah, because I noticed there's like his skin colors on his feet. So I was wondering if he's wearing sandals.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Oh fuck! This guy's got a heavy spear. Oh well. Let's see how much the heavy spear does, or whether or not it even hits me. Oh yeah, I've got a Rider's Bane. If they charge at me, just saying, if they charge at me, I mean, one of them's got a Lance Reaver, so that's, one of them's got a Rider's Bane too, so yeah, probably not the best idea in the world. Yeah, okay, so don't do anything stupid. Okay, that guy's got Rider's Bane too. Yeah, they're all really bunched up, like, I can't fucking breathe! Oh, okay, here's the hit. Alright, cool. Damn! It's like, ah, fuck! It's like, kill him! Ah, shit.
I mean, Farah effectively has 22 defense thanks to her skill, so...
Yeah, the skill helps. Also, we got Darius there, just buffing everything.
Yep.
Oh, Lysander's gonna have a field day right now. I got Silver Lance and I'm not afraid to use it. Isn't it, Mithril? Shut up.
Lysander and his ridiculous growths are making him quite the unit.
Yeah, well, you said you don't really use Lysander and stuff like that.
I have never used him in any of my playtesting, in any of my playthroughs. Yeah, so it is kind of cool to see him kicking as much ass as he does.
Yep, he is a good soldier.
And speaking of him kicking ass, he's almost capped his freaking defense.
Who'd have thought? I find it weird that they're going after the mages with the actual res. It's like, let's go after the people who we can do the least damage to. What?
Well, to be fair, Eclipse does not care about your res stats. So.
True. Mage just goes, hey, he's got not that much HP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Armory. Actually, Armory, I've been meaning to ask about that. How much of Darius the Conqueror have you played? Because I don't know if you have like a thing of going into things you want to LP blind or not.
All right, so
I mean, I think you take it on a case by case basis, but I don't know.
All right, so I can't double any of them, but.
Okay, up to the end of chapter 8. And refresh my memory. Have you actually watched any of the showcase videos I did? Because those videos are kind of out of date, but you know, they at least give you a good idea of what goes on. Okay.
Just having a Lord of Magic and being able to hit physically, well, basically a tactician, it feels good, ladies and gentlemen. It just feels good.
Yeah. I remember you had similar praises for Mikaela back when you played Black Dragon.
Yeah, it's always nice to have that level of versatility and so on. Blimey. Corb. Oh, no, she's not. Damn, I'm not that fast. But actually, hold on, here's the thing. But I can do this. There we go. Again, it's not going to kill him, but hold on. Alright, no. Alright, I can canto out, don't worry. Alright, so good. Just gotta remember, because again, the bow users. I can canto out of danger. And I will do just that. Again, it's like, this guy's a hero. Yeah, but honestly, God, he did 0 damage. No, yeah, always good to have an idea of what's going on, all that jazz. Oh, now she's almost capped skill. Nice.
Damn.
Yoink!
Persephone wants to be known as best girl.
Well, we shall see.
Hard to.
In the meantime, die. Yeah, this guy just got pelted with arrows. It's like the scene for 300. that's one down. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of you, then use the thing against you. So to get rid of you, I will... Yeah, he doesn't do much damage to me. Granted, my hit rate isn't the best because of the thing, but his damage is very minuscule. There we go, got him.
Because light brand at range technically counts as light magic.
Yeah. Do I have a Sword Reaver? No, I've just got Iron Axe and Hatchet. Even then, my hit rate's still pretty solid. It's like, damn! Oh god, if only this was Binding Blade, then you wouldn't be laughing. Right, it's Bane. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, you gotta love it. Look at him go.
The good old Bane of Riders.
Yep. And there's a Paladin over there. He's not moved just yet. Yeah, give it time.
He will soon enough.
Yeah.
I think that there's a...
It's like that thing in Simpsons. He hasn't moved, he hasn't done anything yet. He's just been standing there, and you know it's going to be something good. Oh, God.
Pay attention, everybody. He's about to do
something stupid. Yeah, attack our enemy units. To be fair, I remember that was going around with Elon Musk whenever he make a change to Twitter, so we're just like, pay attention, everyone. He's about to do something stupid. That shit was funny. Anyway, time for support. Good day, Lysander. Oh, it's like, so what have you been talking to you? Well, Thingy was talking about how we fucked really loudly. Well, now she's wearing makeup, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, makeup's cool. Is it, you know, on a battlefield? I mean, to be fair, Khalil makes it work. Yeah. Well,
Oh my god, tackle.
He would say, yeah, but to be fair, he would say that. Just to troll with the other dude. CRITS is his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would do that just to fuck with him. Literally, fuck with him.
Sovereign Lady, what is Woad?
Yeah, what is Woad, actually? Yeah, that's the $1 million question, everybody. What is Woad? Whoa. It's a paint...
That's a
Oh, the
good
blue
question.
paint that the Celts would wear.
Okay. Right, so now I've got to move. Can I one-shot any of
the
you?
Spartans groomed themselves before battle, and hell, you know, Vikings loved their makeup because they basically used it like war paint.
Yeah, don't forget again about their luxurious beards. Hey, war paint is very much a thing. Tribal tattoos are a big, you know, tribal tattoos, that's a huge thing too.
Yeah. There was actually a historical chronicle that someone discovered where like apparently the Saxons used a justification to slaughter Danish tribes, and the justification was that the Danes bathed themselves, and it apparently quote unquote undermined the chastity of English wives.
Wait, so because they took baths, they got executed, or they used it as an excuse to execute them.
To
Wait.
declare war against them.
Because they
more so,
bathed.
but
Oh god, they were Smash fans before actual Smash fans.
pretty much.
It's like, you bathe? Heathen! People were weird back then. I mean, people are weird now, but people were weird back then. That's the song of time. Da do do
Yep.
da do do. How much more Majora's Mask is in this game?
To be fair, that's a song that spans both N64 Zelda titles.
True, it's just much more relevant in... Well, no, it's relevant in both, but more relevant in Majora's Mask. Oh, no. Bow battle with Knight. God, that's got to be excruciatingly slow. He pulls the string and... Oh, God, that one's poisonous. Ow. I swear to God, every time this stream ends, one of my units is, like, close to death. And
Specifically, it's not just the song. Yeah, it's not just the Song of Time, but it's actually the Temple of Time.
Oh shit!
Song.
Oh, bolting. Thank God he missed. I like how there's no noise. Creepy.
Oh, that's actually not intentional.
Glitch?
So for some fucking reason, this happens sometimes. Is that certain animations, like they'll come into the thing with like dead sound effects or something, and it will kill the background music. And for some reason, it does that with the Sage's regular attack animation. And I have tried my damnedest to try and fix it. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to do it. So unfortunately, that's just kind of a bug that is part of the thing.
Also, it looks like we're going to lose the body ring, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
All it does is introduce Con, so it's no big deal. Yeah.
There's still 2 other body rings in the game for you to get.
And hell, we stopped this guy dead in his tracks, so we're good in that regard. Yeah, there's not much actually left of this thing. Once you get past the main, like Fire Emblem, once you get past the main wave of enemies, it's all good. This paladin though, he's got a hammer. All right, we got to bait out the javelin. That's what we got to do. We got to bait out the javelin. All right. Well, let me save state and then suspend. Yeah,
Grima, the Silent Staff killing the thing was an intentional design choice that I like, but
it was a very nice attention to detail. This is unintentional, but still nice. It works even though it's not intentional. Anyway, so
glad you think so.
Yeah. I think it gives a sense of dread. Like, remember, you're being attacked by a huge siege tome. Right. So, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in today. Once again, Armory, thank you for following. And I appreciate everybody sticking around. I really enjoyed the game. And Zane, thank you again, once again, for letting me play this game and talking me through it as we go along.
And thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. All right. So, next time we're going to do just more of the game. Tomorrow, it's Mega Man X7. Oh! I hope you all the ground. I hope you all look forward to that. In the meantime, let's go see if anyone's streaming Fire Emblem. That's not me. Wow, this guy's streaming Sacred Stones. He's got a lot of people, it seems. Cool. Anyway, until then, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you next time. Take care. Be sure to have an absolutely fantastic, wonderful evening. I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And goodbye, everybody. We'll see you all next time.